Guys, welcome to a new monthly installment on this channel where I'm going to be telling you what's in the night sky this month and giving you some tips on how best to photograph them. Now, I've picked a pretty uneventful month to start doing this. It's so uneventful that February doesn't even have a full moon. On January the 31st, we had the super blue blood moon, and if you were in North America, you had the lunar eclipse as well. But because February only has 28 days, we're not going to see a full moon this month. But you can still shoot some moonscapes. If you go wide angle, you can use the light of the moon to light up the landscape. Or you can even photograph the moonrise or moonset itself. However, we do have a few moon and planet conjunctions this month. Okay, so starting on the morning of the 8th of February, at about 2 AM, a waning crescent moon and Jupiter will rise into the sky, and they are just less than 10 degrees apart, so they're nice and close together. The following morning, on the 9th, Jupiter will again rise at 2 AM, but this time the moon will be next to Mars, which rises at about 3:30 AM, and again, they'll be less than 10 degrees apart, so a nice close conjunction there. 2 mornings later, on the morning of the 11th, Jupiter will again rise at 2 AM, closely followed by Mars at about 3:30 AM. But this time the moon, a very thin crescent moon, will be next to Saturn in the pre-dawn skies just before sunrise. And it's a very thin crescent moon. There's an opportunity to see the Earth shine here. And then on the evening of the 16th, the moon and Venus will be very close behind the sun at sunset, and it's a one-day-old moon. It's a very, very thin crescent moon, and the moon and Venus are less than a couple of degrees apart, so they're very close together. However, I'm not sure how well they're going to stand out against the twilight skies. It might be very difficult to photograph, but it's worth keeping an eye out for. It may be good viewed through binoculars. And if you do get a photograph, it'll be a bonus. Now with these moon shots, you really need a bit of reach in the lens to make the moon nice and big in the photograph. A 50mm prime is a cheap and inexpensive place to start. But ideally you want a bit more reach, something like a 70 to 200. You'll really be able to see the shape of the crescent moon and the bright planets. But seeing some of these conjunctions are less than 10 degrees apart, if you could get your hands on a moon bazooka, a 150 to 600mm, this will really make the moon nice and big in the frame. Now, new moon is on the 15th of February 2018, and the night sky is currently dominated by the winter constellation, things like Orion, Gemini, Taurus. And in my vlog coming up on Sunday, you'll be able to watch me take a photograph of the winter circle, which is a collection of bright stars from various winter constellations. So make sure to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that video. February also marks the first opportunity to see something called the zodiacal light, and this is basically interplanetary dust which is catching the light of the sun, and you can see it after sunset during spring, but you can see it as early as February, so this is your first opportunity to see it and photograph it. It appears in the direction of sunset, so after sunset, and is best seen after the twilight stages have finished, and you'll see this bright white diffuse kind of glow. This month I'm going to set you guys a challenge. I want you guys to photograph some moonscapes, so either use a telephoto lens and get a nice zoom with a planet conjunction, or just use a wide angle to get a nice moonscape, a nice landscape image lit by moonlight. Use the hashtag Wittens, WITNS, what's in the night sky, and tag them on Instagram or Twitter, and I will pick my favorite, or maybe I'll pick a few of my favorite ones and include them in the next What's in the Night Sky video. So please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and you want me to keep making these every month. Hit subscribe because I've got some really good vlogs coming out soon. And if you're going out to enjoy the night sky, I wish you good luck and clear skies. Take it easy.